I can see my beautiful daughter. Sometimes she works from my office, and I can see the stress around, oh, I have to be there by 8:30 because I have to be online by 8:30. Didn't we actually have the working from home so that I can start at 8:36?
You are telling me that a young person who doesn't have a family yet must log in at 8:30. However, if she had a child and she had to drop them off at 8:45 to school, she could start at 8:45. I'm just dropping this bomb, yeah, because
I don't know. Welcome back. This is the Time Fix podcast, and today's topic is a controversial one because it is all about working from home.
and our dear government giving you compulsory 2 days working from home when it's reasonable.
Yeah, what's reasonable, Pooja?
You tell me.
We hear that all the time.
All the time. Yes, working from home, some people working from home, some people working from the office. And technically, when that happens, the people that are working from home become remote team members, technically, because they're technically not in the office.
I don't like that.
It's
But
a new
true.
definition. It's
true.
In very technically, they do become a remote team.
I have to say this. I was scrolling the other day on Facebook, and I bumped into this short video where it was all about how do you keep teams alive, right?
Yes.
And it was this fan, and a mouse was attached to it. No, it was like a little flap, and every time the fan was turning, it was moving the mouse.
Yes. That's how team is alive.
There you go. So, yeah, we don't want that, right?
No, we don't want
We
that.
don't want that.
When people work from home, and look, let's just be honest and say that working from home that has been created since our lockdowns happened in 2020 it's kind of it's not revolution. I don't want to use the word revolutionary, but it is life changing for some of the mums that work, right? It allows for that school drop offs, it allows for that school pickups, it allows for a little bit of flexibility when your child is unwell and you have to stay at home. Work still goes on technically, and you don't feel like you're not contributing to the business, right? So it is very good when you have a family unit, but at the same time it also throws some spanners in the work, because when you're working from home, it's hard to maintain those boundaries that are given to you naturally when you work in the office.
There's,
There's lots of layers
I
to it,
think this is
actually.
going to be more than one podcast topic,
Yes.
because we can talk about this topic from the perspective of space.
Yes.
We can talk about this from the perspective of how do you use your time.
Yes.
We can talk about it from the perspective of boundaries. We can talk about it from the perspective of how do you set measurable KPIs. You can talk about it from a lot of different perspectives.
Yes.
And I think it is important to clarify that we haven't quite yet
Completely figured this one out.
completely figured this out.
Yes.
Or at least that's how I feel about
Yes,
it.
exactly. And you know what? It is a massive challenge for a lot of businesses to really define what that 2 days working from home really should look like. And what are those clear expectations from those who avail of that facility?
And also, we need to go back again to basics, because depending on how are you wired, you will enjoy working from
Yes.
home or you will not enjoy working
Exactly.
from home. And again, there's no real clarity around how should we go about this. We have guidelines, but we don't have very well-defined boundaries around what should this look like.
Yes.
And yes, with this new world order, there's a lot more remote teams and this and that and whatever. But we don't have full clarity around what does this look like. I can see my beautiful daughter. Sometimes she works from my office on one of her working from home days, so that we can spend some time together, even though we are working in our respective businesses. Um, and I can see the stress around, oh, I have to be there by 8:30 because I have to be online by 8:30.
Yeah.
And I do wonder, didn't we actually have the working from home so that I can start at 8:36
Yes.
when I said something? Um, it's it just makes you again wonder, and it shows me that there's no clear definition in the business as to what does working from home mean. And some businesses treat it like you are treated like when you are at the office. It's just that you're jumping online from home.
Yes.
Mm,
And again, let me just go back, and I'm going to be a bit of a devil's advocate over here. That and also a little bit around. I'm going to talk about a little bit of a bias, a little bit around here. So you are telling me that a young person who doesn't have a family yet must log in at 8:30. However, if she had a child and she had to drop them off at 8:45 to school, she could start at 8:45. I'm just dropping this bomb here
I
because
don't know.
but it's a question that is to be asked, right?
It's a
Because
valid question, and some businesses don't know the answer to it.
no,
And I think that that's where some of the problems around this whole working from home mess
exactly.
is
And also
starting.
that's where a lot of these questions starts to be created, not just for the person working from home, but for people who are working with them as well, with the colleagues around it.
Let's put it out there. I mean, if you work from an office, you don't drop at 8:30 and start working at
No,
8:30.
you don't.
You arrive at 8:30 and you probably first go and grab a coffee. Maybe you walk in your huddle, morning huddle with that coffee.
Yes.
And then you have a chin bag on the way back to your
Yeah.
cubicle or your desk or whatever you might want to call it, and you'll just spend some time connecting with the people around you. So in
Yes.
all effectiveness, you won't be working until 9:30.
Yes.
So if that's the case, then
Expecting someone to jump online at 8:30 when they're working from home
what's the
is a
point?
odd expectation. But again, let's just reel it back and bring it down to basics again, like you said. It's a great concept to have 2 days working from home that we have. Like I said, it helps a lot of family units function in a way that becomes conducive to look after young people. But having said that, it also can create a lot of questions within the workforce, and not necessarily everybody appreciates getting those 2 days working from home as well.
No, and it involves a lot of conversations and a
Yes.
lot of clarity around what is expected.
Yes.
Because if I'm a process person and I do 2 3 hours of deep focused work because I'm finally not disrupted and interrupted
Yep.
by everyone else around me, I probably will smash out 2 to 3 times more work than what I would in an office environment, right?
Yes.
So how about I do have the right to stand up and put on a wash
Yes.
just because
Yes.
I can,
Yep.
or just spend 20 minutes on hanging the same wash.
Yes.
Um, because I will be smashing my quota and my work, and I will be ticking off anything and everything just because I'm not disrupted in any shape or form by anyone.
Again, I'm going to become the devil's advocate. If I'm an employer, why should I allow you to do that when people working in the office don't get the same right? And the reason why I ask this is because that's a question that's going to be asked in the office. Why does that person get more breaks than I do?
I totally agree with the question, but at the end of the day, I believe that this new world order is going to make us define m- with a higher level of clarity as to what does a work done well done mean.
100%. And that's where it needs to land.
and,
It
and,
does.
and one more thing, um, I think that the key question in here is that sometimes business owners are not happy with getting the same result as they would with a person in the office.
Mm-hmm. They automatically assume that they have to have more work.
It's not about that. You can't squeeze your people further.
Because let's how many hours does can you essentially are productive whether you're working from home or from office?
No one will like me 4 to 6 hours, closer to 4 rather than 6, depending
Who
on
you
the
are by.
industry and depending on the level of cognitive function that you need in getting things done.
Exactly.
But it's
So
close to 4. So in all essence, the 8-hour workday was designed to give you, you know, at least half an hour of chit chat at the beginning, half an hour of chit chat at the end, and a lunch break in the
and being
middle.
being human in general,
I mean, a
connecting
toilet
with each
break and
other.
so on. So you can't expect
Toilet
someone
breaks, cigarette
who's working
breaks.
from home not to
Yes,
have those breaks. How I use my little breaks during the day, it's my personal business.
exactly.
I mean, if you gave me the flexibility to work from home, and I use the word flexibility on purpose here, then you might as well actually trust me that I'm going to do my work and I'm going to deliver the deliverables that are expected from me.
Yes,
And I think that's the problem.
that's the problem.
Businesses don't know what the clear deliverable is.
And I don't think, even if they do know what they want, I'm not sure if it's being communicated in the right way and being said it in the right language that is received in the right way by the people and by those that are working from home. Now, so many times we find it's not just about those working from home, right? We have the same thing when we talk about remote teams
Yeah,
as well.
we see it so many times that businesses try to install keystroke
Measuring
trackers
trackers
and
and all of that.
um I don't agree with them.
No, because if you're not in a role where you have to type out all the time, what are you measuring?
Even then, you're allowed to be a human being and you're allowed to
Yes,
have breaks and you're allowed to sit back and just think a little bit about what you've just done, maybe read over your own work and not be judged by an AI on the speed of how fast you can read or how fast you can
type.
type. It's just
And also,
I don't know. I don't agree with it. And I
I
think it is the wrong way to push people to an extreme that will burn them out very quickly.
yes, and also, I think that all of these deliverables have to be communicated through the work across the board, even for those that don't avail of the work from home service and are actually working in the office, so that they have clarity around what's expected of people that work from home as well.
I just had a thought. Um, some might straight away say that there are those industries where time is charged by 6-minute blocks.
Yes.
Now, what we don't realize, and most people don't know, is that you will pay for the full 6-hour block, even if someone chewed into the next block 10 seconds.
Yes.
So, if that's the case, it means that it gives that person 5 minutes and 50 seconds to exactly do nothing.
Yeah.
And frankly, they will do nothing
Yes.
because they are so overworked that they will need that 5 minute to just have a quick dash to the loo,
Yes.
right? So it's very important to have a bit of clarity around this too. That you cannot push people further than that 4 to 6 hours of productivity a day.
Okay. So just to end this and land this, can we give so let's talk about people that choose to work from home. How can they stay productive? Just a couple of tips so that they know how to maximize their work day.
One
Because
of
that's what employers are looking for at the
Absolutely.
end, right?
One of the most important things that I think a lot of especially moms in working from home are not doing is you need to set up your day
Yes.
and need to finish your day.
Yes.
You have to have some sort of ritual, just like you would dress up, put on makeup, go to work. You need to find something similar that you will do
Mm-hmm.
to start up your day. And
Yes.
you need to do the same for the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just allow the family to roam around you and yell and scream. And we haven't spoken about
That part, let's
the,
park it
yeah.
for now.
Uh, but you need to have some sort of ritual that closes the day,
Yeah.
that allows you to switch off your brain and set work aside and be present for your family and be present for your life. Because at the
Yes.
end of the day, we don't work to live, we live and we live. So
Yes.
work should
And
be supporting life, not be life.
yes. And also, like, the employers need to give their employees clear definition of what that work from home looks like. I believe that employees who avail of this facility or this flexibility should also communicate to their employers as to what their day is going to look like. If you are going to be dropping off your child at some time, at a specific time, let your employers know. If you're going to be picking them up at a specific time, let your employers know that you will be away from your desk in those times.
Also, I believe that if we are giving people the choice to work from home, then how about we trust our people that they are doing the right thing
Yes.
and just put the right KPIs in place that you know that what needs to be done. But what I mean is that if I have children, I might want to stop at 3 p.m. And if I'm can do my work reasonably well from home, then I might as well have the opportunity and the option to open the shop at 7 o'clock
In
or
the
8
evening.
o'clock in the evening when the whole family is in bed and just work another hour. If
Yes.
that's how my brain works, just to compensate for the missing time that
Yeah.
from my productive time during the day. So it's just having again that clarity on around what does productive time mean, and is it possible always? No, no. It's not. It's not, if you're in customer service, you have to pick up the phone when you have to pick up the phone. But where possible, let's think about true flexibility, because every time you give a person in your business the option to bring the best self to the table, we should actually reward that and we should actually support that. And there's ways around it. There's really
Yes.
ways around it. So,
So, to land this episode, if you are working from home, have clarity around what your day really looks like. If you are that employer that's giving your employees the ability and the flexibility to work from home, give them the clarity that's required as well around what's expected of them. And if you're one of those business owners who wants a little bit more help in understanding which employee of yours will thrive in this space and will not thrive in this space, and how can you help them better, don't forget to reach out to us and have a conversation, and definitely subscribe and follow us.